This is the beautiful and sunny Sharm El Sheikh, Egypt. I moved here in 2021 with my husband and 2 kids, and we moved from Toronto, Canada, in pursuit of a more peaceful, quiet, and stress-free life. I'm Sanja, and welcome to my life vlog, as I strive to create my very best life as a small business owner, mom, and creative soul. In my first vlog, I wanted to share with you what a typical working day and weekend might look like for my family and I. I hope you join me along and subscribe if you like what you see, because I hope to share more content along the way. And you can certainly expect to see more of our super cute dog, Sandy. So you gotta subscribe at least for that. After I've given Sandy her mandatory belly rubs, and that can take a good part of my morning, I try to get myself out of the door and to the gym. Since I do work online, I do spend quite a bit of my time sitting at my desk, and so I try to offset that a little bit by keeping as active as I can. I usually go to the gym, at least I try to, about 3 to 4 times a week, but it's super easy and I really have no excuse because the gym is literally like a 2-minute walk from my house. So it makes me feel better about all the sitting that I do for the rest of the day. If we're lucky, my husband and I will get the gym to ourselves. Like today. Nobody. Just us. Our gym is pretty small. Doesn't have all the equipment that some of the other bigger gyms have, but it has what we need. Some weights and some cardio, and it's good enough. We love it because it's close and it actually means we'll get there. Problem is it's really hot lately. Sharm can get pretty hot in the summertime, and all I really want to do actually is just jump in the pool, which is also conveniently located right outside my house. After hearing Sandy's complaints about us being gone for like 45 minutes to an hour, it's time for us to do a protein shake. I usually try not to have too much milk or dairy, but you know, you'll see later on that I break that rule quite often. I do have yogurt though, and some cheese from time to time, but just basically avoid drinking milk for various health reasons. Usually our breakfast consists of a bunch of vegetables, salad, like this interesting little vegetable called ata, which I think is also called Armenian cucumber. It's one of my favorites, and we have it here in the summertime. So we'll typically do a quick salad, and this morning we made some Turkish eggs, which is a dish made with dill, yogurt, garlic, and sunny side up eggs. And then you make this crazy good butter, paprika, chili sauce that goes on top. It's quite decadent, and we usually save this for the weekend, but we were feeling extra fancy today. This is normally eaten with bread, but much like milk, I also try to avoid bread, which also you will see I break this rule from time to time as well. I'll tell you a little bit more about my health and all those fun things in life, but let's stick to the good stuff right now. Like, look at that butter sauce that's going on these eggs. So darn delicious. I really do enjoy cooking and trying new dishes, and I like to cook food from all around the world. So that's something that you'll also see in my vlogs. So if you are a foodie, I do recommend you subscribe. After breakfast, it's one of my favorite times of the day, coffee. My husband likes Turkish coffee. I prefer drip or Nescafe. Either way, if it's caffeinated in a mug, we're happy. And it's needed because it's 10 a.m. and our workday is about to begin. My husband and I run a branding, graphic, and website design agency. I also do some content creation for clients, mainly in Canada. I run an Etsy shop, I do some planners and some Canva templates and things like that. You can see the links in my About section. And most of our work is done online. So we do work at home and we do work together. And the fact that we are remote is what allowed us to move from Canada to Sharm El Sheikh. We can technically work wherever we are because most of our work is online. I do also do photography, but I do it in the area that I live in, which is also pretty nice. Working remotely has also allowed us to spend a lot more time with our kids, and we tend to spend the summers doing lots of things with them. Like my daughter, for example, she has a small jewelry making business, and I could pause my work to help her prep for a special art show that she was doing, and of course Sandy's there to always lend a helping hand. And this is really one of the core reasons of why we moved, is just to have that flexibility of time, less stress, be able to create more and live a life that is a little bit more purposeful, both for ourselves and our children. I shot this video on a Thursday, which is a working day here, but Fridays are not. Fridays are weekends, which means that Thursday evenings are like Friday evenings. Typically, we try to keep lunch pretty quick and simple and generally healthy. We usually do leftovers and try to just not spend too much time on it and fuss over it, because we do try and catch up to our work, wrap up any projects for the week, so that we can enjoy our Thursday evening, typically either out or in, but always with the kids. We have Family Fun Night, which used to be Fridays in Canada, but here it's Thursday Family Fun Night. So we always do something with the kids. And on this particular evening, we went to a new cafe that had opened. It's a cafe and shop, and we really enjoyed it. Sharm, the town that we live in, it is by the Red Sea. It is a resort town, and it is filled with tons and tons of beautiful cafes. It has lots of restaurants and quite a nighttime culture, so it's quite common to see families out and about even at like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We're not quite there yet. We do still kind of go on Canadian time. Our kids have a set bedtime. We also like a quiet evening in, just watching MasterChef. We love Australian MasterChef for some reason. Sandy, not so much. I'm not interested. I don't think she's interested in MasterChef. We do enjoy a slow and quiet start to our weekend. Usually we like to go by the pool at least one day in the weekend. And we stop and say hello to our furry little friends. They're all strays who happen to live around our house, who we feed and take care of as much as we can. We love them all very much, but fortunately can't bring them all into our home. So they do hang out, and sometimes they actually even come to the pool with us, like today. Stay tuned, you will see. One of the reasons we also moved here is because of the climate. Canada, it's quite cold for quite long, and we would have to pay thousands of dollars just to go for like a week's vacation, and we kind of got tired of that. So now we have access to this pool whenever we want and to the beach whenever we want, so we try to enjoy it whenever we want. Like our friend Sharpie here, who happens to enjoy showers. He wants them all the time, and my husband is happy to oblige. I think my husband sometimes pretends like he doesn't really love these cats, but I think that deep down he does, because he's quite attentive to them, especially Sharpie. So Sharpie has a special place in our heart, and sometimes we even let him come in the house, even though we say we're not going to, but he sneaks his way in and enjoys the air conditioning whenever he can. And Sandy's perhaps not super thrilled with it, but I think she's gotten used to him now. She does also want lots of attention, more than usual when Sharpie is around, and we're more than happy to give it to her. During the week we usually have savory breakfasts, but on the weekend my kids tend to want things like pancakes and waffles, and in this case French toast. So I try to make it as healthy as I can by using like multigrain toast and adding some protein and making fresh strawberry sauce rather than white bread or whatnot. We try to eat healthy most of the time, but you will see from time to time burgers, fries, and pizza in our videos too. I mean, balance is the key to life after all, isn't it? This, by the way, is a strawberry cream cheese Danish type of French toast. It came out so good, you have to try that. And we kind of needed the carbs and the sugar to help fuel us for the day, because it was time for the art show that my daughter was preparing for. A local art studio had organized this event, which allowed local artists to come and display some of their work, like these beautiful bracelets and necklaces that my daughter and her best friend make, which is always amazing to me because they're just like 12 years old. So nice selection of beautiful art, and more importantly, it was a chance to gather with other locals, which is quite common here in Sharm. It is a small town, so the chances are that anywhere you go, you're going to run into someone that you know. But the girls really enjoyed it, and they were able to sell some of their pieces, which is always a good thing. We have always tried to encourage our kids to be creative and in any capacity, and also to think about being a potential business owner one day, because we do believe that it offers you way more flexibility in life, and has allowed us to do what we do and to live where we live. We can also easily travel pretty much anywhere and work anywhere that we like, which is something that we hope to do as well. Part of the reason I started this vlog was to document our life and something that our kids can look at down the line, but also to share a lifestyle with others that maybe resonates with you. Maybe you like a quiet life and have always been thinking about moving from a big city or to a different country. Maybe you're interested in Egypt. Maybe you're a small business owner or a mom. So if any of this connects to you, I hope you subscribe, and I hope you leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions or want to know more about anything. Until next time, thanks for watching, and be sure to try and create your best life.